Hi there, Patrick Renard, Presidential Founder and Independent Partner with Enfiniti Global. Thank you so much for taking time to evaluate our business model. Now I just want you to sit back and relax for a few minutes and know that if you see something and hear something that you like and you'd like to get started with our company, you can do so with no out-of-pocket expense whatsoever to get started. You heard me correctly. Keep your credit card in your pocket. There's no monthly fees. There's no web hosting fees. There's no subscriptions you have to cancel in the next 30 days. Just a legitimate home-based business in the fastest growing industry in the United States as well as globally. We have the most lucrative compensation plan ever introduced into direct sales history. All of this with no pay to play. So if you'd like to get started at the end of this message, you can just simply click on the link at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen that says Get Started Now, and there's a little arrow pointing towards it. We have industry professionals that are standing by to help you get started with systems just like this that will do 95% of the work for you. So whether you're interested in earning an extra $500 a month, a few $1,000s a month, or possibly a job replacement income, Enfiniti Global has the model and it has the business plan put in place with the track record and the history of success to help you succeed. We literally have people making hundreds of dollars per week right now and thousands of dollars per week. There's others that are on track to earn $100,000 or more annually with our passive residual income program. And so in just a few minutes, I'm going to share with you how you can participate with our company, how you can qualify for a weekly pay and monthly passive residual income in the fastest growing industry on the planet. That's energy deregulation, the government's breakup of the monopoly utility companies have had for over a century. So now you and I have the opportunity to choose where we get our electricity and our gas from, thus producing a passive residual income from those that we refer. And in just a few minutes, I'll show you this patentable compensation plan that's literally helping to propel thousands of people back into financial prosperity simply by following a few simple steps and following our system. So I hope that you will take time, watch our pay plan video now, and then if you'd like, go ahead and join. Get your website for free and go ahead and start building your systems and getting ready to eliminate your monthly energy bill and produce a passive residual income that could possibly outperform any financial vehicle that you've ever seen in the last 30 years. So I hope you'll take time, evaluate our model, and I hope to see you involved with our company soon. Thanks so much. Hello everybody, welcome back. So in this section right here, we're going to be going over the Enfiniti Global Compensation Plan with multi-generational overrides. Now, we've made every effort to ensure that we've accurately represented our product and its potential for income. The earnings and income statements made by our company and testimonials from our customers are accurate of what some people have earned. However, they're not necessarily what you will earn. As with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, experience, expertise, and level of effort. There are no guarantees about the level of success you may experience using our product or advice. The figures and estimates you're about to view are based on actual commissions paid by our company. However, they are not intended to represent or guarantee you will achieve the same results. If you rely on our figures, you must also accept the risk of not doing as well. Now, in this spreadsheet, okay, we're going to be covering how you get paid on renewable energy certificates as well as electricity customers that enroll with Entrust Energy's Choice Energy programs. Up here is going to be the multiplier by which your organization will grow in this hypothetical example. You can see that I've taken it out 9 generations, okay, and I've given us a hypothetical timetable of a week, for each one of these groups to enroll their 3 people. Now, you can change these hypotheticals from weeks to months to years, whatever time frame you would like that would suit your capacity or belief level. But this statistic right here comes from industry average over the last 50 years in network marketing. The average company, the average rep for each company over 50 years in thousands of companies, the average rep would enroll 2.5 paying customers per person over the last 50 years. Now, I took into account those are paid models. People had to put up their credit cards and pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars to get started in those companies, where our model is free to join and it's only $20 a month to buy green energy through your local utility. It doesn't cost you anything to enroll your meters for gas and electricity. So I think our averages will be significantly higher, but in this case I only added 0.5%. So I think it's very fair and believable. So what I'm going to show you real quick is, let's say you start out and you enroll 3 people into your program. They go to your website, they join for free, and they buy a $20 renewable energy certificate. When they do, because they're on your first generation, we're going to pay you $7 for each one of those people that enroll direct to you. So we're going to pay you $21 week number 1. At that point, I want you to evaluate where you're at in your business. How much did it cost you to join the company? 0. What was your monthly commitment to buy green energy through your local utility? $19.95. So you're already profitable to get started in your business, and we're only in week 1. Now, the next week, those 3 each go out and get their 3. Now, because you have not hit the first management level of Silver Manager, you're not getting paid the weekly overrides for the cab bonuses or the weekly acquisition bonuses, but you are getting calculated monthly residuals are growing. So as your organization grew for the first 30 days, we'd pay you $21 that first week in upfront commissions, and then at the end of the month, we're going to pay you an additional $448.50 in residual commission, which carries over to the next month. So at that point, you're doing pretty good. It costs you $19.95 to buy green energy through your local utility. You're at almost $450 a month in residual going into month number 2. You've probably eliminated your electric bill right off the bat, or your complete energy bill. Now, let me show you what would happen, okay, if you were to get to the first management level. You can see right here, you're not getting paid on these people here, down on your 6th through your 9th generation or beyond, because you haven't hit our first manager. You're only getting paid on the first 5 levels of our compensation plan, which, oh, by the way, in the industry, okay, you could qualify for 5 levels simply by joining and buying a $20 rec. You open up 5 levels. Our competitors, you have to enroll sometimes 5 to 10 people before you can even open up more than the first generation. So we've taken our comp plan and made it much, much better. But let me show you what happens when you hit your first management level of enrolling 5 people and they qualify by buying a rec or enrolling their meter, but we're just showing you rec for right now. So we'll pay you the first month $635 in weekly pay, and we'll cut you a check for $1,047 for a total of $1,682 in your first 30 days. That's the difference between you enrolling 3 people and you enrolling 5 people. Alright, let's just show you 4. There's a difference between 4 and 5 people. But something significant happens. When you get to that first management level of Silver, it opens up unlimited levels of weekly overrides on your whole organization when somebody new comes in. You get a raise on a monthly basis, residual, and it also opens up an unlimited level of residuals or upfront money on your electricity. So let's say those 5 people also enrolled their meter through Intrust. Now, it doesn't cost anything to enroll your meter. Just sign up online. They're going to get a competitive rate, if not lower, than what they're currently getting through their local utility. And you just got paid an additional $3,000 that month for those people just signing up their meter. Have you ever seen a business model so simple where you could join for free, enroll your meter, have other people do the same thing, and we're going to pay you up to $3,000 when your organization grows? That's crazy, right? Well, if you did follow that, that's $5 grand in your first 30 days. You're at almost $1,500 in monthly residual, but look what happened. It opened up levels 6 through 9 and beyond. Okay, 6 through 9 and beyond. So now you are getting paid on people that are coming in on your 6th level, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, down unlimited levels through your management codes, right? So look what we would be willing to pay you. In this example, you started with 5. Your organization grew by 3s. In the first 8 weeks of your business, if it took everybody just a week to get 3, what if it took a month? Well, let's just extend this and say it's a month. So everybody takes a month to get 3 people instead of a week. We would pay you $333 in the first 8 months of your business, and you'd be at over a $36,000 a month residual. That's month after month after month and another month, right? That's the passive residual income that 3% of the people in this country have accumulated over 99% of the wealth because of passive residual income, right? Robert Kiyosaki talks about that. So let's look at an example of what it would take to get to your platinum level or second management level. So if you personally enrolled 10 people, okay, and they all went out and grew their organization by 3, 0.5% over industry average for 50 years, right? We would pay you $737,000 over the course of 8 weeks, 8 months. What if it took everybody a year to get their 3? What if it took these 10 people a year to get 3 people? And it took them a year to get their 3 people? What if it took 8 years to accumulate industry average over 50 years of statistics, right? Would it be worth you getting involved with our program for free, buying a $20 rec one time out of pocket, the rest came out of your commissions, I think you could probably afford it, right? And you produced over $100,000 a month residual. Now, I haven't even showed you the top level of our compensation plan. It will blow your mind what you could possibly make by starting with 20. Now, there's people in our company who have already personally enrolled well over 50 people into our comp plan, and we're just in our pre-launch, right? Just in pre-launch. So look what's possible in the energy business with a no pay to play model. We will totally revolutionize how direct sales, okay, approaches their customers and their distributors, because we don't charge anybody, but all of our money is predicated on energy customers purchasing natural gas, electricity, and green energy from their local utility company through Entrust Energy, our parent company. So I hope this gives you a great idea of what's possible on a weekly basis as well as monthly. And I hope you guys will take a minute now and click on the link right down here at the bottom right hand corner of the page right here. It says get started now with a little arrow pointing towards it from the left. Click on that. It'll direct you to a global partner website, and you can simply enroll right there with your name, phone number, email, and a mailing address. No credit card or social security card numbers necessary. And we have professionals that are standing by right now that will contact you and get you started with our systems like you've been through right now that will do 95% of the work for you. So think about it. How many people can you get to the website? How many people can watch this video? How many people can go join up for free and buy a $20 rec? This will go viral, and you guys are right here at the very beginning of the next 10 to 12 year mass movement as $700 billion will change hands. So I hope you guys will take the time, get involved, plug into our systems, and start eliminating your monthly energy bill and producing a passive residual income. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in a later session.